Hi guys, what's up? It's your girl Charla from That Girl Cooks Healthy. Today I want to show you how to make some Bream using your air fryer, so you don't have to do any deep fat frying or any frying at all. We're just using the air fryer. Most importantly, this is an oil-free recipe that I know you guys will love, so let's get to it. So these are the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need some whole fish. I'm using Bream for this recipe. So you can use another type of whole fish if you want to. You can use parrotfish, doctorfish, butterfish, snapper, mullet, any other type of whole fish if you want to. But I do recommend using Bream. Bream really does work with this recipe because it's quite a delicate fish. It's not too bony like snapper. And it's also one of my favorite types of fish as well, and it's very accessible for me. So I do recommend sticking to the recipe and using Bream, but you can of course use another type of fish if that is your preference. Also, in terms of the yogurt that I'm using coconut yogurt because that's dairy free. This is not a sponsored post or anything like that. I purchased it out of my own pocket, but sometimes people ask me what type of dairy-free or gluten-free ingredient they want to know what the brand is, so I purposely put that in there just to let you guys know the brand that I'm using. So if you are in the UK like I am, then you'll be able to pick this up from the supermarket. I believe I got it from Morrison's, so those of you in the UK will know that supermarket. If you're not in the UK, then hopefully you'll be able to have an alternative in your country. I also have a lot of herbs and spices in this recipe to make the marinade. It does look like a lot, but it really does work. So please stick with the ingredients that I'm using and also the amount as well. So you're going to need some paprika, some cumin, coriander seeds, or you can use coriander powder. I didn't have coriander powder, so I'm using the seeds. You're also going to need some garam masala, some onion and garlic granules. You can use powdered version, but I always have granulated in my house, so that's what I'm using. You're also going to need some thyme, some parsley, some ginger, turmeric, chili, black pepper and pink salt. So I've already washed and gutted the fish. So I have the fish on the chopping board, and the first thing that you need to do now is you need to get some sterilized kitchen scissors, and we're going to just trim off the fin, and we're also going to trim off the tail. So for the Bream that you're using, so you should have two like myself, or if you want to use more, then you just want to do that to both of the Bream. So now that we've trimmed off the fins and the tail, the next thing we need to do now is to just grab some kitchen towel, and we just want to blot off any water. Just want to just get that kitchen towel and just blot it off. Then you just want to get a very sharp knife, and we want to just make some diagonal scores in the fish and the outside of the fish. So you can make I usually make about 3 of them, so 3 or 4, and you also want to make sure that you're leaving a gap in between each score or diagonal slash that you are making. You don't want to go too deep so you're in the actual fish's cavity when you're making these scores. You just want to score it enough that it's deep enough so when we are applying the marinade, it actually penetrates. So you want to do that both sides of each fish. So once you have scored both fish, you just want to put it in a dish ready to be marinated. So now we want to prepare our herbs and spices for our marinade. So what I'm going to do is get the herbs and spices that I showed you at the beginning, and I'm going to put it into my spice grinder, and what I'm going to do is mill it into a very fine consistency. Then I will show you guys what it looks like once I've milled it so you can see what it should look like in terms of the texture. So now I'm just going to remove the lid from the spice grinder, and then I'm going to grab a spoon and show you guys what it looks like. And the mixture should be a very fine consistency. You can see there that it's a very fine consistency, and that is pretty much what we're looking for. So I have my coconut yogurt in a bowl. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to make the marinade for the fish. So we're going to just add that spice that we made, and we're just going to combine it with the coconut yogurt. It's going to seem like a lot of spice that's going into it. It's going to seem like a large quantity, but trust me, please do not get tempted to not add all of it. It's really going to work in terms of the taste. And you just want to get a pastry brush or a spoon and mix it in. If it feels like the mixture is too thick, then add a small amount of water. Don't get carried away by adding too much because you will thin it out. You want to create a coating for the fish, so just add a small amount of water if you want to, just to loosen it up a bit. I also forgot to say that the bowl that you're using to marinate the fish, you want to make sure that you don't wash it out, because you're going to need that marinade for applying to the fish when it's being air fried. So now I have the fish that I put in the dish already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just transfer that marinade into the dish with the sea bream, and I'm going to put some gloves on. You can put gloves on if you want, or you can just use your hands. So I'm just using gloves. So then what you need to do then is just pretty much coat the the outside and also the cavity of the fish. So you really just want to just pretty much work it in as best as you can in terms of applying it to the fish. As I said, if it does seem like it's a little too thick, then add a small amount of water. And I also recommend as well, before you do this step, to taste test as well, just to make sure that the marinade is to your liking. So as I said, just really just go in now with, in terms of just applying the marinade to the sea bream. So now that I've applied the marinade, I'm just going to allow it to marinate for about an hour. You don't really need to do it overnight or several hours. An hour or two should be fine. So I'm just going to cover it with some 𝗬𝗲𝗃 or cling film, put it in the refrigerator and just leave it for about an hour or so. So now it's time to air fry our sea bream. So I have the air fryer basket here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some air fryer basket liners and just going to put that in the entire bottom of my air fryer. And then I'm just going to, again, I have gloves on to do this so it doesn't get too messy. I'm then just going to carefully put the fish into my air fryer. So once the fish is in the basket, you just want to grab a brush. I already did this before I started recording. So you just want to just make sure that the marinade is completely coating the fish evenly. So you just want to get a brush and just do that. And then you want it to air fry for, it's going to take about, say, 25 minutes to air fry. So this is what the fish looks like halfway through being air fried. So I'm just going to get an egg spatula and just carefully flip them over. And once I do that, as you can see, there's not much marinade on the other side that was resting on the liner. So the coating, or should I say the marinade that I have made already, and I asked you guys not to throw it away, I'm just going to use that now in terms of excess. And what I'm going to do is just coat the top of the sea bream with the residue, the leftover marinade, and that's going to just lock in the flavor a bit more before returning it to the air fryer to completely cook. So this is what the sea bream looks like now we have completely air fried it. So guys and girls, that is how you air fry sea bream. It's a really easy and simple recipe. It's a great alternative to frying fish or making it, you know, the traditional way that you tend to make Caribbean fish, which is more or less frying it, even though we do like to steam our fish as well. But the air fryer is not something really that you really see a lot of Caribbean people doing. So I wanted to really show you guys that you can air fry fish, and you can certainly use a lot of different herbs and spices and get just a nice flavor that will remind you of Caribbean culture. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you make it. My family absolutely love it, and your family will hopefully love it too, and I will catch you on the other side.